And that is when she realized the monster that she's living with. Now tell me, I know you wasn't expecting to hear that, right? Hi wonderful people, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome if it's the first time you're tuning into one of my videos. It's Book Craves with Giselle. Hi, what are you doing? What's up? What's your scene? So you know your girl always have you covered. I always have some lit books for you, and today is no different. So before we get more into this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, and if you like my content, you know what to do, give it a thumbs up. So today I have another exciting series for you, because you know your girl don't like to read one book, she likes series, and this is a 3-part series, and it's written by Neva Squires-Rodriguez. I am hoping I'm pronouncing that second name correctly. Hey, don't kill me if I'm wrong. The name will be somewhere up here, around somewhere, right? And it's the Liliana series. So the 3 books in the series are Liliana, Into Deep, and No Turning Back. I stumbled onto this series and I was so blown away. It's a really quick read, and you're going to be reading Liliana, and then you're just going to be reaching for the next one, because they end in a cliffhanger. And let me tell you again, this book was one that had me crying and sniffling. I felt so much for Liliana, or Lily. I empathize with this woman, with this girl. It started off like really excited. Anyway, from the first page you are hooked. The story begins with Liliana mom being murdered. So she just like graduated from the 8th grade, going to start high school. She lives with her mom in Chicago, and you know, they go out on this Friday night, and they stop by this traffic light, and out of nowhere this person pulls up to their vehicle and shoots her mom in her head. And I was like, what? I'm like, okay, where are we going with this? And you see, she is taken to her aunt. Her aunt has 6 children, and she can't afford to feed another one. She's like, Lillian, I'm sorry, but I cannot. She has to go live with her dad in Colombia. She doesn't remember her dad. And when she meets this guy, the airport, he's like, don't call me daddy, don't call me father, don't call me papi, don't call me papa. I have my family, and I don't want to be sending mixed messages. And he's like, you know, she reacts. She's like, look, what is this? Because, you know, she has her American attitude. And this guy slaps her in the airport, and no one does nothing. So it starts off really juicy, really exciting. From the first page, from the first chapter, it just sucks you in. And you're like, I wonder what is going to happen with Liliana. So that day, her first day that she meets her dad in this airport, she already experienced physical abuse. He already established boundaries, and she recently lost her mom. And she's expecting her dad to be empathetic and understanding, knowing that she's grieving the loss of her mom. And he's like, okay, this is your room. You need to get up this early because you have to go start working. And she's like, what do you mean start working? And she does this for 3 years. She has to walk miles to work and miles back. He doesn't drop her. She's new to this country. She doesn't know anyone. She doesn't know anywhere. And then the book fast forwards 3 years. She starts working as a maid. Yes, and she does this for 3 years. She becomes really close with the family she's working for, particularly the daughter Elena, and they form this really good relationship because there's not much of an age gap, although Elena was married off very early and has 2 children. They have a wonderful relationship. and she happens to meet Elena's brother, Antonio, and she falls in love with him like immediately. On their first night, she is attracted to him. They meet accidentally, but they do form this bond and this friendship. And he just comes in like this knight in shining armor and rescues her from this terrible situation that she's in with her dad. He moves her in with Elena. That's where she was working. And within like 6 months, they get married. And she assumes everything is going to be beautiful. He does all the right things. He says all the right things. They get married. And it's only until after they are married that she really sees Antonio's true colors, that she sees exactly who this man is. This is pretty much book 1. And then it ends on a cliffhanger where on their wedding night, you have the presenting of the bloody sheets. And then he's like, I want a son. And she feels as though literally that is all he married me for. She's very much isolated because she has no one. And it ends there. Book 2, oh my god. Book 2 is where I friggin' cried like from beginning to end. Well, not really from the beginning, but I cried a lot in book 2 because in book 2 you really saw Antonio showing his true colors. So eventually she did get pregnant, right? And he stops touching her immediately. He wants nothing to do with her, and stumbles upon Antonio having an affair in their home, and she has a miscarriage. That's the last thing she was expecting, and she felt so hurt and she wanted to get a divorce, and he was like, you can't divorce, there's no way. And he threatens her life. He was like, if you leave me, you will die. And that is when she realized the monster that she's living with. Now tell me, I know you wasn't expecting to hear that, right? And you just see this man, Antonio, he's really nasty. He's really nasty. At one point in time, Liliana was like, I'm not going back. I'm over this. And she moves in with Elena. But then eventually, over the months, you know, he wears her down and she moves back in with him and discovers that she is pregnant again. Okay, all well and good, fine. You're expecting Antonio to be excited and happy because this is what he wanted after her losing the first child. But no, but his mother, Blanca, makes accusations and says, no, she was seen with this guy all over the town and she doesn't think that baby is his. And he believes his mom. He believes this woman and puts Lily out with nothing. She was left because she came into their relationship with nothing. He forced her out of the mansion with nothing. She had on an underwear, a bra, a robe, and flip-flops on her feet. That was it. She wasn't allowed to take anything. And then she sits there because she's shocked. She's like, what is going on? Why are you doing this to me? Right? And she's there pleading, no, Anthony, don't do this, don't do that. No. But at that time, she didn't understand the power that this family had. She didn't realize how powerful Anthony was. So with nothing, no food, no money, she tries to go back to her dad. No, he wouldn't even help her, nothing. He was like, this is the bed that you made, you need to lie in it. All right, she goes begging for food, no one will give her food. She goes to the market, they give her nothing. And she's left there wandering with nowhere to go. She's left wondering what to do. She's like, why is this happening to me? Why? Listen, it was so sad. This man kicked this girl out with nothing. The church took her in and she was there. She was cleaning. She prayed a lot. And at one point in time, when she was about 6 months, she was in so much pain that the church reached out to him because she needed a doctor immediately. Okay, she goes to the doctor. I'm talking too much about this book. But if you all know the kind of thing this man did to this girl, the kind of things that Liliana went through, I was happy when I got to book 3. When I got, wait, it had a twist at the end of book 2. And you had to get book 3 immediately. I had to get book 3 immediately because Antonio had this secret. He had this secret, and I was like, what? Oh my god, I need to read book 3. So I reached to book 3, and anyhow, you find out that Liliana, her father is not really her father, and her real father is actually the head of the Venezuelan cartel. She goes to live with him, tries to build a relationship with him. She spends some time with him because at that point in time, Antonio had no power because he realized that, hey, number one, she has her father who has money and will not allow her to be in a relationship where she doesn't want to be in because he has that type of power. So yes, she got to spend some time with her family. However, living that kind of lifestyle and whatnot, he did get murdered, and she heard it on the phone. Like, he called her. He was given one call, and he called her, and he spoke to her, and he just let her know that how important she is to him and how happy that he got to meet her and to spend time with her, and he wished things could have been different. And he's there pouring out his heart with literally a gun to his head. Guys, I cried because it was so sad, because she finally really got to meet her real father. Because she was missing her mom a lot, she finally found someone that she could be comfortable with, that she know, well, yes, I have family, and it was taken from her. Listen, this series, you need to pick it up and you need to give it a try. Not a try, you need to read it. You need to read it because number one, it's a quick read, so you're going to go through these 3 books really quickly, but it is so entertaining. The writer, she did a really great job. Like, it's very captivative. Like, you get sucked in. And the way it's written, it has you reaching for book 2. It is fast paced, so it's not like this long drawn out thing. It's fast paced. It's so addictive. If it had a book 4, I would have been reaching for book 4 because it was really good. And Anthony got what was coming for him. And sometimes when you want to do these people all kind of thing, you want to do people and treat people a certain way, because why? You hold the power. By the end of this book, Liliana was the richest woman in South America. When you reach the end of this book, so you tell me, she had nothing. Her mom died, her mom was murdered, her dad was murdered, her husband presented himself in a certain way and she thought she fell in love with a certain type of individual, but she didn't. She tried to save up money so she could run away, and you know what he did? He beat her. When he found out, he's like, you're not leaving me. She got trapped again with a second pregnancy. Like, she literally had no social support system. And although William was close with Antonio's sister Elena, if Antonio said X, what did the sister do? The sister did X. She would not come and support Liliana without Antonio's approval. Like, let me tell you, this book it's going to play with your emotions. It's going to play with your emotions. I love this story. It's so good, and I want to read more from this author. I'm so happy that I discovered Neva Squires-Rodriguez. I hope I'm pronouncing that second name correctly. Have you read this book? And if you have, what are your thoughts? Leave me a comment down below. And if you haven't, give it a try and let me know if you feel the same way that I do. Were you captivated? Were you enthralled by this book? Were you sucked in? Did it mess you up? Was your emotions played with? Let me know in the comment section down below. So that brings me to the end of my video. I hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to like, subscribe, comment down below, hit that notification bell so you would know every time I post a video. And you know what to do? Share this up, share it up, share it up, share it up. Look out until I post another video. Thank you for watching.